Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best starter guns to buy inside of Roblox Jailbreak. So if you're new to the game, this is going to be the video for you. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Basically, when you first start off in Roblox Jailbreak, you're going to notice something. You actually already have a gun, that being the pistol. Spawning, there we go, that's our pistol right here. Now you may think the pistol is actually a trash weapon, and I'm here to say that that is not true. The pistol stands its ground as a pretty solid free weapon, having 8 rounds of ammo and doing 15 on each hit. You can shoot pretty quickly with it, and you can kill someone in seconds, especially if they're not expecting the attack. And as of recently, you spawn with the pistol as soon as you get out of jail. So I would not underestimate the pistol if I were you. Now for the main stuff. You should have 3 sets of weapons. How many or which you have of each category is ultimately going to be decided by you after you finish watching this video. The 3 sets are manual, automatic, and emergency weapons. You're going to want to focus more on manual and automatic first before you worry about the emergency weapons. I would recommend getting at least one of each though before trying to get an emergency weapon. Now, let's start by focusing on our first group of weapons, the manual weapons. It's not just the pistol. We have the shotgun, the revolver, the plasma shotgun, the flintlock, and the sniper. Like I said before, you already have the pistol. The other ones are obviously not free. I would recommend getting the shotgun as your first weapon. It's one of the most used guns in the game, and it's for a good reason too. At close range, you can kill someone in 4 hits just using the shotgun, and when you combine it with the pistol, you can kill someone really easily. The shotgun's honestly just an essential. Now that you have your first purchased weapon, and now own 2 weapons, let's move on to our next category, automatic weapons. Examples of this include the Uzi, the AK-47, the rifle, and the plasma pistol. Now in addition to our basic bread and butter combo that we can pull off with simply the pistol and the shotgun, you can mix it up if you use weapons like the Uzi or the AK-47. The Uzi holds 15 rounds and it reloads and shoots faster than that of the AK-47. It also does more damage than the AK-47. The AK-47 is more of a primary weapon. It holds 30 rounds and is slower to reload than that of the Uzi. The Uzi is more of a finisher in my opinion. Based on the information I've just given you, I would recommend choosing between the Uzi and the AK-47. But before you even buy that, do yourself a favor. Go to the gun store, scroll through the guns, buy yourself the force field launcher. It allows you to heal inside a purple force field, and it deflects and tanks gunshots to a certain amount of damage, giving you time to reload guns, or in more advanced scenarios, confuse your opponent. Anyway, after you bought that, make sure you've bought your automatic weapon, and we'll move on to our final category, emergency weapons. Now actually, there's not a lot of weapons that fit this category. In fact, I think there's actually only 4 weapons that effectively fit this. Grenades, C4, smoke grenades, and rocket launcher. Now, in-game, these are called special weapons, but there's a reason I'm bringing all these up. These types of weapons are the types of weapons you need to go to the gun store and buy more of if you run out. It's not like the other weapons mentioned above in which you could just reload simply by pressing the R button. They are almost always used in emergency circumstances when you're in a bad spot. Honestly, I would recommend buying the C4 first, as it allows you to ragdoll and deal damage to your enemies if they're within range. You could also use this to combo with the other guns that you have while they're still down. Grenades are funny weapons. Unlike C4, you can throw all of your grenades at once, or most of them, and it'll kill your opponent instantly. It's so funny. I would recommend throwing them in an enclosed area though, that way the chances of the damage stacking increase dramatically. The smoke grenade is, well, the smoke grenade. It does its job at blurring the player's screen. This one I'd recommend using anywhere, but it's probably best you use it as a starter and move yourself away from the blur. And finally, the rocket launcher. My favorite weapon. Just gotta reload. The rocket launcher does AoE damage to multiple enemies around you, and you can even lock onto aerial vehicles. Unfortunately, all of these weapons, except the smoke grenade, at 3, caps at 10, so when you use all of them, like I said before, you have to go back to the gun store to buy more ammo. You may think at first that the problem at first is going back to the gun store if you use it too often. The worst problem is how much it's going to cost you in the long run. See, I have 64 million, but for someone that has, I don't know, maybe 100k, that can actually start to add up. So please, guys, use it wisely. Honestly, as much as I hate to say it, I would focus on getting solid primary weapons from the other two categories that we talked about previously, the manual and automatic section. But if you are feeling destructive, like I know a lot of you are, then definitely look into that when you're ready to do so. Okay guys, so as a side note, you may be noticing as you look through your weapons, you'll see other weapons I haven't mentioned, like the sword for example, or like the, what's it called, if you go into here, the flashlight and the binoculars. Do not worry about these are like trolling weapons or like miscellaneous weapons. Randomly the sword will give you a bunch and it will make you like walk faster or whatever. The flashlight, I mean, okay, and the binoculars, they do as you think they would. You would hold and then you would just like, you know, look at things further. I mean, these are pretty much just miscellaneous weapons. These are just, I wouldn't even consider them weapons, honestly. I think they're just like items. Alright, editor TQ out. But honestly, I think that's everything I have to say regarding weapons though. At least the basics. I think I've covered everything. Please let me know in the comment section if you have any questions or suggestions for information or types of videos that I should upload next in the future. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and of course, I'll see you guys in the next video.